Used for more than 100 years. Ozone therapy was even used in World War I to disinfect wounds, battlefield wounds. And now it's gaining a lot of popularity in veterinary medicine. And here to talk about that is Dr. Jill with her patient Carrots. Good morning, Dr. Jill.
Hi, good morning, Christiane. Yep, talking about ozone therapy. Nobody's talked about this before, and it's not a new modality, actually. It's pretty old, just like you mentioned. But I want to say happy birthday to Carrot today. She's 14 years old, and she's been my patient for quite some time now, but we've been treating her specifically for a wound, and I want to point that out here. With ozone therapy, this was a tumor, actually, and the tumor was removed, but the incision opened up, so we've been actually treating it with topical ozone, which also helps with the tumor. And I'm just going to demonstrate this localized oxygen that gets pumped onto the wound. It's about a 20-minute treatment. And Carrot's doing fantastic. She's actually going off for her chemotherapy today, this afternoon. And I want to mention, Christiane, that this actually potentiates the chemotherapy and helps with that as well.
How does it work?
How does it work? Well, it's super oxygenation, basically. People have heard of hyperbaric chambers. It's just on a more localized level. It's actually an oxygen, ozone. You know, when you go outside after the rain, you smell that fresh smell. That's ozone. People think it's toxic, but it actually is not in a medical setting. I am a certified ozone therapist, so you want to have the proper professional handling this type of equipment. This is the longevity machine. It's fantastic. And we do all sorts of modality treatment with it. We can use it for acupuncture. We can use it for some upper respiratory infections. And in the second segment, I'm going to be pointing that out.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so we'll be paying attention. We've got you coming up again to show us how that works with a different patient coming in our 9 o'clock hour. For folks at home, though, is there such a thing as too much ozone? Because this is an unstable molecule, too.
Right. It is an unstable molecule. It's 3 oxygens put together. As we all know, oxygen is 2. So the third oxygen will cleave off, and that third extra oxygen actually attacks bacteria, viruses, disease, things of that nature. And so that's where the other oxygen molecules go into the tissue, and it gets super oxygenated, while the third oxygen actually goes in and attacks and attaches onto bacteria and viruses.
Are there any pets that you would say, I don't recommend this treatment for?
Yes, you definitely need to check with your veterinarian. You want to make certain not to, breathe this in. We actually bubble it through ozonated olive oil because it can be damaging to your respiratory tract if it's not used properly. However, we do use it, and again, in the 9 o'clock hour, I'm going to show some animals that are getting upper respiratory treatments as well, the proper way to use it, because you do need to be careful.
So fascinating. Can hardly wait. Thank you so much, Dr. Jill.
Thanks, Christiane.